Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is 2024 the year of a brand new Nina Reeves? The General Hospital recap for Friday, January 26, 2024, has Nina placing family over celebrity and retribution and making the adult decision. Also in this episode, Chase and Dante headed to Toronto in pursuit of Esme. Back in Port Charles, Anna turned down a life-changing offer from Laura and later made a frightening revelation with Jordan. Sunny requested Ava to fly away, while Trina offered to purchase a ticket home for Spencer. Finally, Finn's trial got begun and Sam may be his saving grace. Now let's go a little deeper into the details. Nina headed to Charlie's to have some wine, wallow in self-pity and cry to Valentin. He wasn't about to let all that though. Nina may be down, but she's not out. He proposed they combine up, create a new publication and take Crimson down. While that seemed all well and good on the surface, Nina thought better of it. She didn't want to do anything to endanger her chances of getting back into Willow's good graces. The risk would not be worth the gain. Also coming up at the pub were Sunny and Ava. They need a drink after Brick gave them the breakdown of his findings. Austin's killing, Curtis's shooting, and Ava's stalker were all connected by the WSB. Sunny instantly ordered increased security. Yes, even for Nina. Unfortunately, the excursion to the pub did very nothing to alleviate Sunny's anxiety. Ava was kind to Nina upon meeting her, but Sunny was not. Sure, he was eager to protect her, but he didn't want to be around her. He and Ava sat at the bar as he stewed over watching Nina get friends with her ex. He tortured himself into volunteering to hide away with Ava on his private island. Also turning down a job offer was Anna. Laura tried to cajole her into rejoining the Port Charles Police Department in her old post as police commissioner, but Anna said no. She wasn't ready for that and didn't think she earned it after shooting Charlotte. Even Jordan couldn't change her mind. While there was awful news for Laura, she did get good news concerning Kevin. He was anticipated to wake up soon and Portia expected him to make a full recovery. More good news arrived when they heard from Spencer and Trina. They were safe in Paris. Speaking of Spencer and Trina, they were delighted to start their new lives overseas. They got booked into the motel, made that phone call home, and showed each other their precious turtle doves. How sweet. However, upon hearing of the turmoil in Port Charles, Trina urged him book a ticket home to be with his family. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, Brick caught up with Jordan and told her the phone call she got came from a burner cell near Pentonville. She communicated the information to Anna and they determined the caller was none other than Brennan. Also at the hospital was Chase. He was only there long enough to catch Laura up on the hunt for Esme and secure permission for him and Dante to fly to Toronto, which they did. They hurried to the nanny's apartment, met with the local cops, and started beating on the door. Over at the courthouse, Finn was sweating hard as he, Gregory, and Liz caught up with Martin and Sam. Sam had interesting intel regarding Muldoon visiting a medical office, but she could not confirm he specifically saw an oncologist. With that, Sam raced off to pursue chasing leads while the others entered the courtroom and the trial began. Diane and Martin each presented their opening comments before Diane placed Mrs. Muldoon on the stand. Diane asked his wife if Muldoon had any signs or symptoms. He moved from healthy to hospice. The hospice personnel informed her the cancer would have been identified with even the most basic examinations. Upon cross-questioning, she admitted she wasn't there when Muldoon met with Finn and was told to return for further tests. Finn was on the stand next. Diane questioned him. She talked to him about discovering the cure for Blackwood's condition. How can he do that and not find cancer? She also brought up him being suspended years ago. Martin did his best to fix the damage, but it wasn't looking great. Thankfully, during the break, Sam showed up with some really tickling facts about Muldoon. The family was in financial shambles. They were significant investors in Aurora, and when the stock plummeted, so did they. It seems Muldoon set up Finn so he could set up his family after his death. C'est l'amour for Trina Robinson and Spencer in Paris. General Hospital spoilers for January 29, 2024, focus on romance, intrigue, tenacity, and determination. All qualities you want in a Monday episode especially. so do not miss a moment. Previously, Spencer and Trina's New York trip was fantastic but fast. They appreciated art, had romantic lunches, and shared a room. But that was only a weekend. Now they've landed in Paris, where they get to spend months of quality time viewing the sights, visiting the museums, and soaking up the culture. They've barely been in Paris for a second, and they're already sharing a romantic Parisian meal. Here, Trina and Spencer can focus on each other. Obviously, they aren't required to think about anything or anyone back home. However, might this wonderful dinner date be the quiet before the storm? What happens if some of the Port Charles drama they left behind follows them to the realm of the Champs-Élysées, the Louvre Museum, and the Notre Dame Cathedral? While Spencer and Trina revel in all things Parisian, back in PC, detectives Falconeri and Chase are on the lookout for Esme Prince. Her superpower is producing chaos and agony, thus this hunt may prove dangerous. She not so subtly left behind a clue that had to do with Toronto, but Esme's a brilliant, shrewd, and absolutely evil woman. That clue could be a red herring. Let's hope Chase and Dante are onto Esme's crafty distractions and decoys. That's the only way the fugitive will be apprehended. Meanwhile, Alexis has news for Laura. Since new Esme worked for the invader boss, does she have a clue that leads Laura and the Port Charles Police Department to find Esme before she burns down the planet yearning for retribution and her son? Because that would be great. Who knows, maybe Esme truly uses the invader's black credit card again. Now that his surgery was successful, it's time for Curtis to start physical therapy. The previous time he had PT, he was determined to walk, but he was also depressed. Will he start this round with a new and improved outlook on life, or are his friends and family going to have to help him up again? After all, Curtis has a terrific cheerleading section that would do that for him. Finally, Finn comes up with a concept for his case. If he talks to Liz, she'd undoubtedly tell him to play his hand and make the idea happen, or he can take his notion to Martin, his lawyer, so nothing he ends up doing blows back on his case and causes some significant damage. In case you missed it, mornings on SoapHub are for comments or wild speculation about General Hospital's current stories, where they're heading, how they're doing, and sometimes just what we're hoping we will see in the near future in Port Charles. We're very fond of this one, so please click here to read it. After delays due to both the actors' and writers' strikes in Hollywood last year, Chavez is now filming season 2 of Monster for Netflix. This season is named Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story based on the twin boys who killed their parents in 1989. Javier Bardem and Chloe Sevigny play the parents. News of Chavez being recruited in the role leaked last spring, with many anticipating the actor and Spencer to quit the GH canvas sooner. Shooting began back in December, with TV Line now reporting that the actor and character would last appear on the soap on January 31. On Chavez's penultimate airdate, Spencer and Trina are going to find themselves in a hazardous predicament. They recently arrived in Paris, and after a night of passion, things take a turn. We know that Esme is out there on a tier ready to execute retribution on Spencer and Trina due to perceived wrongs, so does she find them and damage Spencer in some way? Perhaps she kidnaps him and they both disappear. TV Line also indicates that Tabyana Ali will not be leaving the show, therefore Trina will stay single for a long. Chavez is anticipated to return as Spencer in a few months when Monster completes filming. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please click like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.